Please find a comfortable seat, and when you are ready, gently close your eyes. Start to notice your breath. As you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, honor and celebrate your abundant and natural ability to breathe. We breathe in and breathe out so simply, so gently. Take a moment to really enjoy it. Breathe in exactly what you need in this moment. Strength, positivity, comfort. And with each out-breath, release any unpleasant sensations or feelings that do not serve you. As we continue to breathe, honoring the rhythm of our own body and breath, allowing the motion of our minds to gently rest on the motion of our breath, may we nourish ourselves with hope. May we open our hearts and minds, plant seeds, ground ourselves deep in gratitude, and encourage others and ourselves to live more amply, with greater vision, with a finer spirit of hope and achievement, to enrich the world. Today, I would like to invite you to take this time to acknowledge the responsibility we share in making the world a better place than we found it. We can recognize our own sense of belonging through a mindful breathing practice. In this practice, each letter of the word breath serves to remind us of our responsibility to ourselves and to others to enrich the world. B invites us to breathe for belonging. R for restoration and renewal. E to exercise equity. A to activate and advocate. T asks us to trust in the divine law. And H is for healing. Let's pause for a few breaths to allow us to focus on belonging. As we focus on the positive elements of belonging and our gratitude for all that has made this possible. Now, let's focus on a sense of restoration inspires us to receive the world with as much positivity and energy as we can. The rich diversity of people in our lives and everyday interactions. Take a few breaths to reflect on how we exercise equity, as well as how we activate and advocate for that equity. Can we exercise equity by valuing each of our many identities? Can we exercise equity through genuine care and concern for one another? Through sharing, openness, and curiosity. Through open invitations to participate, broadening access and opportunity. And through collaboration and co-creation with those impacted by institutions, systems, and communities. Can we hold those most affected in our hearts and direct our intentions towards justice? Take a few breaths now for safety and justice for ourselves and one another. As we breathe, let's focus on honoring and nourishing the relationships so necessary in advancing equity in our world. Let's pause again and enjoy a few breaths to focus our vast potential to exercise equity, our potential to activate and advocate. As we turn to the end of this mindfulness practice, let's use breath as a tool to focus on belonging, restoration and renewal, exercising equity, and activating and advocating. And as we do this, trust in the power of divine law, releasing our intentions into the mind of God that always says yes, knowing that these intentions bring healing and hope to the world. So take a couple more minutes of silence to anchor your awareness on the breath, focusing on simply breathing in and breathing out, allowing yourself to trust the law and knowing healing and hope for all. Now slowly start to return your awareness to your body, your head, your heart, your hands and your feet. And from this awareness, honor your deepest intentions to live more amply, with greater vision, with a finer spirit of hope and achievement. Feel this energy and hold it with deep passion. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes and carry this energy forth to create conditions to enrich the world. Namaste.
is now student teaching.
Okay.
He's in Dublin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, find her place, or want into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Alright. Just one more year.
Oh,
College,
okay.
I just can't believe that.
Uh-huh.
You might go back. I didn't want a job where we have to assess the doctor, he's a practitioner.
So even nurse practitioner now, the master's level.
So if you're a doctor, you can run your own practice and you
Not in Ohio.
really? A doctor, okay. So you're gonna work under. Is that a refrigerator? That's probably. Impressive. That's so work you do. More than the doctors do.
Yeah.
Get more. Is that the number of states that do that? Or
Yeah, but Ohio's one's very much restricted. There are some states where nurse practitioners with a master's level can't run their own practices without being like
I guess I don't know. You do
Oh.
that sometime. You can get some reciprocity.
We will probably do it sometime, but right now, my father's in his 70s and.
Yeah, I know, I will.
Yeah, I have some little problems.
You should get part of doctoral programs, internships. To get new practices, alternative things, nutrition, like a lot of what's missing in medicine is just basic nutrition support. Doctors don't have much training in that. Or they get, I don't know, where do you credit out? What's, if it's 17 years, what's the most recent semi-authoritative research or evidence-based validity? Something
Well, I think this way, I think this way, so it kind of feels comfortable. Yeah, it's more, I'm more on the areas and fields and
Gotcha.
Good morning. Welcome to Columbus Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Tammy Evans, and I am a licensed religious science practitioner, and I will be sharing our announcements today. A huge thank you to everyone joining us today in person and our Facebook page for meditation and Sunday celebration. Join us today after service for our Gather and Grow community potluck. We will have these every month on the fourth Sunday going forward. Please bring a dish to share. Recently, there was an announcement about volunteering at Nationwide Arena events to fundraise for CCSL. Are you interested in receiving more information and signing up to be part of this team? Please contact Matt Blair. Our annual meeting will take place in person on Sunday, March 26th after service. We will have a Zoom link for those who cannot attend in person. More information to follow. And if you would like prayer after service or any time throughout the week, you can find our prayer practitioners on our website, columbuscsl.org, or you can submit a prayer request on Facebook. And today after service, our practitioners will be in the lobby area just outside these doors. And I think Margie wanted to say something.
I always want to say something. For those of you who don't know, hello, those folks online, Margie Salmon's licensed practitioner and spiritual director. A few months ago, or a month ago, the Core Council decided to give our outreach tithe to CSL Cape Coral in Florida. They were the center that we also collected some tarps for back in the summer. They were hit hard with the storms that went through Florida. So in the last few weeks, we got our tithe, and this is not our full tithe. So we do a 10% tithe, 7% goes to Centers for Spiritual Living, and the 3% we decide where we want to send that each quarter. So the amount that we sent to them was $692.11. And so we got a wonderful little thank you card, and I wanted to read it out to everyone. So first of all, it says thank you on one side, and it says, hello Margie and CSL Columbus community. Please know that your generous donation to our center will be put to good use in our continued effort of recovery from Hurricane Ian. Much love and appreciation, Reverend Chris and CSL Cape Coral community. So they are rebuilding their roof as well as helping members. So I just want to let you know, this is how we do our work in the world. Thank all of you for that.
That's the news for the day. That's the embassy, our opening song, One Big Bang.
Good morning and welcome to the Columbus Center for Spiritual Living. I am Reverend Erin Marie. I'm very happy to be here with you today. I'm so glad to have you here with us as well. We here at the Columbus Center and all of Centers for Spiritual Living strive to be an inclusive organization that supports everybody on their spiritual path. Wherever we are making our way, we are here for each other. So take advantage of that with your community here. Know that you are loved and supported and welcome. I'd also like to say hi to our Facebook viewers. Please share your stream with others so they can join us. And the video of our service will be uploaded later to our YouTube channel, Columbus CSL. So you can always go back and see highlights and services from the past. I invite you now to read our mission statement together with me. We serve the transformation of individual lives through education, spiritual practice, and deep community, using spirit and science of mind principles as our compass. I'd like to thank our practitioner, Kristen Wolfcock, who led us in meditation this morning. And now I'd like to invite Tammy Evans back up to the platform.
We now begin our sacred service. A reading from Woodrow Wilson. You are here in order to enable the world to live more amply, with greater vision, with a finer spirit of hope and achievement. You are here to enrich the world. Now let the music take us to silence within.
With every
holding us right here and right now. And called forth into this one consciousness, this one I am. Knowing that this I am is awareness, it is imagination, it is expansion. This essence is full of limitless good. I am one with all of this and more. Together we expand, imagine, and become more aware, because that is who we are. Today I live life to the fullest. I remember that my curiosity is a superpower. I am. We are magnificent expressions of the divine and are called to live our lives heaped up and overflowing with the goodness of God. As I dive in, I remind us all to dive in, filled with curiosity and imagination. For this is the divine expressing through us, as us. I'm so grateful for this awareness, this expansion, this imagination, for it allows us to become all that we can be, right here and right now, when the world so needs us to step into that place of the I am. I'm so grateful to be part of this consciousness that allows us to create a better world, a world that works for everyone, starting with me. I let go, I let God, and so it is.
Something new today. My printer is not printing from my computer anymore after the last upgrade. So I'm trying off of my iPad today. We'll see how this goes. All right. It came up, so that's a good start. Our theme this month has been an exploration of curiosity as a superpower. And over the last few weeks, we have explored ways that the unknown can evoke fear. We've explored the curious ponderings of our mind's wanderings, the indwelling presence of spirit, and the importance of exploring the uncomfortable places in our lives. Today, our focus is living curiosity out loud. Now, young kids, like little toddler age kids, they're great at living their curiosity, right? It's how they learn and grow and experience the world around them. They have to touch everything, and they have to taste everything, and they go wandering off. The curiosity of children is why we have those little plastic devices that we put in our outlets to protect them, and why we have child-proof caps on our medicine bottles and locks for our cabinet doors, because they are curious. They want to explore it all and see how everything relates to them. Their lived experience is all about, I wonder what would happen here, I wonder what would happen there, I wonder what would happen if. Let's try this. Without any sort of developed sense of fear or danger. And as we grow into adulthood, most of us develop a healthy sense of our mortality. The pendulum swings the other direction to comfort in the known and the routine and the safe. And in preparing for this talk with you today, I found myself reflecting on times in my adult life when I decided to follow some of my own curiosity. And what's interesting as I reflected on that is it happened much more in my 20s than it is happening now in my 40s. Things like, traveling across the country, moving to a few different states, times when I wondered what a different career path would be for me. And at one particular time when I was living in a new place where I couldn't find a spiritual community that felt right to me, exploring, looking for the place that fit, and that's how I came to find this teaching, how I came to find the Centers for Spiritual Living. Who would I be now if I had not followed those paths of curiosity in my 20s? And what opportunities may I have missed by not following some of my curiosities more recently, I wonder. Curiosity can be transformative. And that is one reason that curiosity itself can be scary. Oh geez, if I really start to wonder about that, it could open a can of worms. It could really shake things up in my life. If I follow that path, I'm not really sure if I want to know where that would go. Curiosity challenges the status quo, the safety and the things that are known in our lives. We can be such creatures of habit. We can get stuck in ruts and miss out on so many opportunities. And I'm not just talking about the big things in life. I'm not just talking about moving across the state or taking a new job. Have you ever been curious about what the food at a new restaurant or what the pizza place that just opened up would be like, but decided not to try it because maybe it wouldn't taste as good as something that you know is good, that's tried and true? Or have you been curious to try a new sport or pick up a musical instrument, but geez, that's hard to do when you're older in life? Have you wondered what it would be like to spend a whole day in silence? Or to attend a Jewish Shabbat? To learn backpacking? Have you ever wondered why a woman is wearing a headscarf, but been too afraid to ask her? Or wondered if the garbage collectors like their job? Or what the living room would look like if you rearranged the furniture and gave it a paint job? There is so much to wonder about, so much of curiosity. And if we do find ourselves wondering about these things, how often do we follow through on our curiosity? Do we paint the room? Strike up that conversation with the garbage collector? The ones we've talked to are actually really friendly. They like to talk about their jobs. Have you applied for that job, even though you may not be fully qualified for it, just to see what would happen, what you might learn? Have you just shown up for that line dancing class, or taken an inspired risk, explored the what if? Or do we allow the curiosity to fade away while we focus on the more important tasks, the things that are known and part of our routine? What is it about curiosity that makes it a superpower? It allows us to dream something different. It allows us to dream something outside of ourselves, outside of our norms. It expands our thinking, our awareness, our dreams. There are no boundaries, no limits on curiosity, right? If you can imagine it, it's in the realm of our curiosity. There are no limitations. It helps us grow. It transforms us. And we don't need to understand the how of it. We don't need to know how curiosity works, or if we're curious about something, how it's going to happen. We don't know how laser vision works, or we don't know how, what are some of those superpowers? Flying, climbing up buildings, scaling walls, all those great superpowers of the comics out there. We don't know how they work. We don't need to know how they work. What's fascinating in the stories is how they use it, right? How it changes themselves and the world around them. That's curiosity for us. It can change us, it can change the world around us. We don't have to understand how it happens. Curiosity helps us move from this to this or something better. Well, whatever we can imagine, or maybe even something better. Some idea that maybe Spirit, the divine, has in mind that we can't experience if we don't open up to the possibility of something better. Curiosity helps us discover new things, to be more engaged in our own lives. And another interesting thing about curiosity is it can help us build and strengthen our relationships. Because if we're curious about other people, about their opinions, about their experiences, then we engage with them in a new and different way. And that helps us strengthen those relationships. And curiosity is a superpower because it's a divine gift. Bottom line, it's a divine gift. It expands our consciousness. It opens us up to receive more of the divine good. And it changes our lives. If we cannot imagine our lives being any different than they are right now, then our lives will never be different of our own accord. They might still be different from experiences that kind of get crashed into us, right? But if we want to have some control over the lives that we create and the relationships that we have, then it is time for us to be curious. You know, I wonder what it would be like to have a job where I get to travel. I wonder what it would be like if I had no more debt. I wonder what would bring more joy into my life, more community into our center. Develop a spirit of curiosity. It is the first step to expanding our ideas and creating something new. Last week, I spent the entire week in an immersion training, 40 hours, Monday through Friday, diving deep into the topic of how we get evidence-based practice into healthcare. It is a messy business, let me tell you that. And before any real change can happen, we have what's called a step 0, and that is cultivating a sense of wonder and curiosity. It's having a spirit of inquiry. So even before we strike out trying to figure out the science or the evidence or what's going on now, there has to be some curiosity. You know, is this treatment better than that treatment? How do we reduce the risk of symptoms for our patients? When do we start talking about goals of care? How do we stop nurses from fleeing their profession? And on, the list of questions of curiosity. That's where change starts, in the curiosity, with wonder. Whether we are talking about change in ourselves, in our organizations, in our communities, or even among the nations, curiosity is the key. It is the superpower that unlocks a world of infinite possibility. What would the world be like today if no one had been curious about that flat earth? Or if it was possible for people to fly? How to capture electricity, to sanitize water? And the future of our planet depends on curiosity. How do we make safe electric vehicles, clean power? How do we distribute wealth and food and medicine to all people? The life we live today and the world we dream of for our future is only possible because of curiosity. Curious people change themselves and change the world. So how do we engage our curiosity? Maybe you've had something rolling around within you for a while. To write that book, to start that business, to take that class, learn about foster care, support Ukraine. Who knows? Like, the list is infinite, right? Just like curiosity is. If you have a curiosity, listen to it. Explore it. For me, for the last 4 weeks, I've been curious what it's like to get healthy after my 40s or in my 40s without buying into the idea that that has to be difficult and a struggle or almost impossible, right? I've been playing with that. I've been having fun. And I have found that what has developed for me has been strength and flexibility. I'm pretty close to touching my toes now, which is something I've never been able to do. I'm very excited about this, right? And I feel good. I'm having fun and enjoying the process. Change doesn't have to be something that is a struggle and a fight if we start from a place of curiosity. And remember that curiosity is not just a superpower, but it is a divine gift. It may be a little scary to be curious and to explore where that takes you, but there is the wisdom of spirit in our curiosity. It is playful and imaginative, and it is full of wonder. It is a divine gift that invites us to engage our experiences and our life in a way that is different than how we're living it right now. In our teaching, we have something we call mental equivalence. It is the idea that if we want something different, we have to be able to imagine something different. If we want something bigger, we have to be able to imagine bigger. We have to expand our consciousness. We have to set down the cup and pick up the bowl. Set down the bowl, pick up the bucket, or just go dive in the ocean if that's what you need, right? We have to expand our ideas, our thinking, if we want to expand what we are living. If curiosity feels to you like it's something from a different lifetime, I left that behind in my childhood, I'm tapped out, I'm drained, my curiosity is gone. If it feels lost to you, then maybe it's time to be still and listen within you. Let your imagination wander in wonder. You can stroll through a bookstore and look at the titles and see what captures your attention. Pull up a list of volunteer opportunities online and just scroll through, see what's there. Not that you have to commit, but just listen. Just listen for what evokes that sense of curiosity in you. What sparks within you? What kind of lights up and captures your attention? That is where to start. That is the beginning of curiosity, of wonder, and then play with that. Here are 3 more ideas you can play with. You could wonder to yourself, what is Spirit curious about? Like, if Spirit were here with me right now, eating my breakfast with me, taking my walk, driving to work, what would Spirit be curious about right now? It's imaginative play. We can live as if everything we're doing is an act of the divine, because we are imbued with Spirit, right? We are an expression of the divine in the world. So what is it like for me to go check my mailbox as the divine checking mail? What is it like for me to cut my banana or whatever? Who cuts a banana? I don't know. I cut a banana for my oatmeal sometimes. What is it like to do that as an expression of Spirit in the world? Curious, interesting. And the third thing is an interesting practice that I have to give a little backstory to. So in the Hebrew scriptures, when people were wanting a name for God, what do we call you? The name that the divine gave Moses was, I am that I am. I am that I am. And it's a little fun to play with the punctuation of that sometimes. So even though this wasn't how it was written in the Hebrew scripture, if we're just going to kind of play with things and explore things and be creative and imaginative, you can look at it as I am that. I am. I am that. I am. The difference is this. So in our teaching, we believe that nothing at all is separate from God, from the divine. There's nothing that is not sacred, because there can be no God in something other. So everything that exists is somehow an expression of the sacred. So what is it like to be sitting in your chair and to think, I am that chair. I am. The divine is that chair. I am. I am that tree. I am. I am that cup of water. I am. What is that like? Just to spend some time playing in the creativity and the wonder of how we see spirit in the world, how we engage with the divine. I am that. I am. Living our curiosity. That's a way of expressing our divinity, our sacred beingness. If curiosity is a divine gift, as we say that it is, then exploring our curiosity is a sacred journey. And Spirit won't abandon us along the way. It's not like Spirit is going to say, oh, I can't believe you asked that question. I'm out of here. Good luck with that. No. Right? Spirit's going to explore with you, right? In you, as you. And I can't help but wonder about all of this creation as Spirit being curious. You know, like, I wonder what it would be like to camouflage the chameleons. I wonder what it would be like to create some dark matter. I don't know. Let's see. There is so much that is absolutely fascinating in our creation and around us all the time. There is so much to be curious about and to wonder about. The stuff of creation is absolutely wild. It inspires curiosity, and curiosity awakens us. It enlivens us, and it draws us to live our lives out loud. In closing, I'm going to share with you a poem from Rumi that I think is really beautiful and ties into this idea of exploring our curiosity. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the door sill where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. I invite you to join me in prayer. There is one creative force of the universe, one God, one Spirit, so full of creativity and expression. That one who made that camouflaged chameleon and dark matter and all things fascinating and beautiful and wild. And I know for each one here, as I know for myself, that I too am an expression of the divine, created of that God, that one, and that all of my being is imbued in sacred spirit. I know that that curiosity, that creativity that is the divine, it is part of who I am. And that the curiosity within me draws me out of myself to explore, to find what sets my heart and my soul on fire, what makes my belly burn, I know that curiosity is what helps me expand, to grow, to connect more with others, with creation, and in this wonderful web of whole life. I allow my curiosity to guide me and listen for where it beckons. And I give thanks for this sacred gift. I give thanks for all the way it has transformed me already. And thanks for all the journey that is yet ahead. From my place of gratitude for this gift, for the ways that it draws me into connection and awareness and celebration, I release this prayer now into the divine, to that sacred one, knowing that as I speak these words, I create a greater mental equivalent. And Spirit says yes. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you. It is now time for the giving of our gifts. We would like to thank you all for the ways that you continue to consciously support us here at the center, through your time, through your prayer, through your support of each other, and through the sharing of your financial gifts as well. We are honored to be able to continue to support you as a spiritual community, and we appreciate that the support you give us help us to fulfill our mission and our values in the world, to fulfill our vision of creating a world that works for everyone. So as we give our gifts financially, we engage the law of circulation, of giving and receiving, knowing that as we gift, that energy that we give out comes back to us multiplied abundantly, right? We have two convenient ways to give. We have the online web link. We also have a text to give number, and Margie's in the corner over there with the square if you would like to contribute in that way. But we thank you all for the support. We need it and we use it wisely. I invite you to say our affirmation with me. My gift goes forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does its good and perfect work and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
And as we circulate, please sing along to Karen Drucker's God is My Soul. 1, 2, 3.
into all that is and all that could be, all these infinite possibilities. I know that we walk with the divine within us and that the divine within us is abundant and full of flow that allows us to be all that we can be now, tomorrow, and forever. We open the door, we let this flow of abundance in, and we're grateful. Grateful for flow, grateful for abundance, and grateful for the love that passes through the center each and every week. The law has said yes. Beloved, this is yours and so much more. I let it go, I let it be, and together we sing.
And so it is, and so we let it be. And so it is, and so we let it be.
And now our time for giving thanks. I would like to thank our practitioners, Kristen Wilcock, who led us in meditation, also streamed on Facebook and did slides this morning. Thank you to Tammy Evans for being on platform today. A big thank you, as always, to our center band, Tony Bernardi on keyboard and Steve Parakis on bass. Yeah. Julie Colburn, who's been our service coordinator. Yes, thank you. Tony Miller and Jody Bauman being our music leaders. Yay! Last but not least, of course, thank you to all of you for being here, for being part of our community. We celebrate you and we love you and thank you for being here. We do have after service today also our potluck, so please stay and join us for that. Maybe share with somebody something you're curious about. If you are joining us for the first time today, we do have a welcome packet we'd be happy to give you. If there's somebody that you would like to try to get to come with you, feel free to take the welcome packet to share with them so they can learn a little bit about us. If you're on Facebook or live streaming or watching us later on YouTube, you can always reach out to the center and we can mail a packet to you as well. So, many thanks. And from this place of great gratitude and community, I invite you to say our blessing with me. There is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. And so it is. Now let's all stand for our closing song.
Each and every day I know I'm gonna share some love. Each and every day I know I'm gonna share some love. Each and every day I know I'm gonna share some love. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Each and every day I know I'm gonna share some joy. Each and every day I know I'm gonna share some joy. Each and every day I know I'm gonna share some joy. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Each and
Thank you.